Hey guys, it's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a little game about dancing meeples called Breakdancing Meeples. I feel like I need to have a backwards hat or something. Breakdancing Meeples is a 2 to 4 player game from Atlas Games where you're basically taking some meeples that are dancers that look something like this. You're going to be rolling them past the pig style to try to get them to either stand on their head, which will look like this, stand on their side, I don't know the actual dance moves, like this, or stand up, which looks like this. Or if they're laying flat, you re-roll them because they're lazy. There are going to be different cards that are going to have certain types of dance moves that you want to get on this card. Basically, you're trying to fulfill the contract to score the points. However many sections are down here is how many times you can complete the contract. That's enough talking about the game. Let's go down to the table, see how that shakes out. Or dances out. That was terrible. What am I doing? Alright, so we're going to do a run through of a game called Breakdancing Meeples. And I have this set up just to show one player, but it's a 2 to 4 player game, but this is a real-time game, so it's going to be hard for me to use 2 people at the same time. So I'm going to kind of show you what one player would go through. Everybody else is going to be doing the same thing, and you're just trying to get the most points by having the best dance. So before we get started, there's an app that comes with this. This is on the iPad. It works better on the phone. It actually looks better, but it will work on the iPad, and it'll give you everything you need to know. So it's going to look a little weird here, just know that. But it'll still do what it needs to do. This is basically going to count down your minute, because it's a minute per dance round, and that's going to keep your score for you, which is pretty cool. So I'm not going to talk too much about this because it's pretty easy. So what we're going to do, first we're going to start, and that's going to be the Red Knots, which is who I'm playing, and I'm just going to say I'm going to play against Ludicrous. All right, so whenever we're ready, we're going to hit this. It's going to give us some fat beats, and it's going to count down a minute. I don't know if you can hear this or not, but let's see if we can test this real fast.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh yeah, I think you can hear that pretty well. Let me restart this here. Restart round. All right. All right, so what we're going to be doing here is we're going to take all these meeples and we're going to roll them. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get different dance steps. Anybody that's laying down cannot dance. So here I have a guy standing up, a guy on its side, and a guy on his head. So if you look at this card, I need a guy standing up, I need a guy on its side, and I do need a guy on its head. Now what you're trying to do, when I would complete this, I would put a cube here, and that means I'm going to get 1 point. Then I get to take these meeples back and re-roll them. As long as till that card's completed, that guy will stay locked in there until I do that. And when you complete it, you're going to say break red or walk the baby or whatever to let everybody know that you've completed something. So that's essentially the gist. We're going to play for 4 rounds of a minute. I'm probably just going to do a 1 round, and then I'll show you what happens after the round. So enough talking. Let's just get going.
3, 2, 1, go!
Rolling, rolling. All right, so what are you? You're on your head. You guys are all laying down.
Oh my goodness!
You're on your head. I don't need head. Come on. Okay, you're standing up. That's good. That's good. You're on your head, don't need that. Head, come on, I need people on their side. Lazy meeples.
That's the halfway point.
There's a stander up dude, don't need that, don't need head. There we go, there's a side guy, so we'll put that there. Break red, score some points. And we also have another side guy. Walk the baby. Take them back, start rolling. All right, we got a head, we have standing, we have head, we have standing, roll them. All right, and then anything that you have rolled after the time's up, you can place, but I can't, so we're done. All right, so that would be how I ended. Now we're gonna hit this, and we're gonna go into the scored. So we're gonna start with Ludicrous. We're gonna say Ludicrous got 5 points, because I'm just gonna make it up. But I got 1 point here because I covered that up and 1 point here, so I got 2. So Ludicrous is winning 5-2, confirm. Now we're going to get a chance to get another dance card. So we're going to flip 3 cards. Just going to look something like this. All right, so we have special power cards here. On your turn, you're allowed to take one special card. So I could either get another dance routine that would look something like this. I could get a rally card, which I'm going to have to spend points to buy, which is why that's showing there. Like if I bought it, I'd have to do that to take away 1 point. Or I could take one of these, which is basically going to let me use 2 of my lazy meeples as one of any dancer. So I'm going to go ahead and take the do-si-do. They're all the same, so it doesn't really matter. So I'll just put that. And then Blue to Crystal take one, and I'll just put that up there so I know. All right, then we hit continue. Nobody spent any special points. And then we do round 2. So at the beginning of the round, you're going to take all your meeples back. And we just do that again through round 2. Do another card action. If you ever have 3, so say I had this card here as one of my cards, I'd have to get rid of this one because you only have 3 cards. So if I wanted another card, I could discard one. I could take this one away because you can only ever have 3, and I could replace it with this. So you're going to be getting rid of these red ones at some point to just be able to score better points. And at the end of the 4th round, you're going to add up the points, and whoever has the most points is the winner. And that's how you play Breakdancing Meeples. Let's go up to the top, see what they think about it. All right, well, that was Breakdancing Meeples. I got to say, this game is awesome. I love it. I played it 3 or 4 times with my 6-year-old. Didn't have to hard time explaining it to her. I was like, hey, you take your meeples, you're rolling them. If they lay down, you got to re-roll it. And then I showed her the 3 moves, what she had to do on the card. She picked it up in no time. She didn't like the timer. She didn't like that you have to do it all in a minute, which gives us some tension, and I like that. And yeah, this game plays in like 5 minutes. It's amazing. So you can just play it over and over and over and over. Just have a good time because it's awesome. Everybody loves rolling dice, but rolling meeples and trying to get them to stand a certain way, it's just so satisfying. Except in the playthrough that you just saw, I couldn't get my people to stand the way I wanted them to. They weren't dancing. They were just laying down like lazy bones. Ugh, jerks. So yeah, this game is awesome. I'm a big fan of Pass the Pigs, which is essentially kind of what this game feels like, but with some more gamer touches to it, like the minute timer, the contract fulfillment on the cards. And Pass the Pigs, you're just throwing the dice, and however they land, you're going to score points. You're going to try to keep going until, push your luck to keep going, because there's a point where the pigs are going to oink out, and you're going to lose the points for that round. So you want to stop before that happens. You don't have that in this one. You're just trying to roll as many times as you can in a minute to fulfill the contracts. And then once the minute's up, get another dance routine or a rally card or a special, one of these special cards right here that let you use 2 of your lazy meeples to do anything. Then you're going to do it 3 more times. Yeah. I don't really have a ton to say about this. There's not a ton of art in the game. All the art kind of looks like this. The coolest art is back here on the back of the cards and on the box itself. Like, I think this is really cool. This looks like graffiti, and you can see the meeples actually dancing. It's like spinning and stuff. This is cool. It's in a tin. I know a lot of people don't like tins, but this game's so small that the tin doesn't bother me. One thing I did want to point out is this is awesome. So the red meeples, they have shoes. They have kicks. Then we have the yellow meeple. Let me take one of him out. Or her, whatever your preference is. The yellow meeple has bling. They'll have cool individual names too. The blue guy or gal, he has a hat, or she has a hat like Mushmouth from Fat Albert. And then this guy is wearing a beater. I'm going to say this is a guy because he's wearing a beater. So the green dude's wearing like a tank top or wife beater, if you want to call it that, whatever. So yeah, so aside from the art and the different shapes of the different colors of meeples and the little art, there's not a lot going on. But the app is really smooth. It works better on a phone. It's not great on an iPad. I don't know. It's probably just not formatted for an iPad. But on the phone, it's amazing. It doesn't cut anything off like it kind of did there. And yeah, I like this game a lot. This was a big surprise coming from Atlas because they usually do games that I'm not super interested in. But this one is definitely something I enjoy. So I'm going to give this a BGM accepted seal. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10 on BGG. 4 out of 5 on our arbitrary rate scale. That means absolutely nothing, but we like to give it the games that we enjoy. You've heard the spiel in every single video that we do, yada, yada, yada. And you get the gist. So that was Breakdancing Meeples from Atlas Games. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics. And as always, keep gaming, or in this case, dancing. I can't believe I've done this twice in this video. I'm so embarrassing.